Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend planned and looking forward to a nice holiday over Christmas. Decastro. So, Decastro apparently was arrested in Oklahoma, or at least he did something in Oklahoma that got him a warrant out for his arrest. There's a case started in Oklahoma, I guess 3 misdemeanors, tampering with vehicles. I guess he was going around testing door handles on police cars. Anyway, he has decided to file a federal lawsuit in California against that city in Oklahoma and the police officers in Oklahoma. And it gets me thinking. A couple years ago, give or take, I think around 2022, maybe 3 years ago, he filed a lawsuit in Ohio against a county in the city of Ironton, county of something in the city of Ironton, and the police and sheriff and yada yada yada, right? So he filed this big lawsuit because he was arrested for trespassing in a city hall or something like that. That case was dismissed based on a motion to dismiss filed by the defendants. Motions to dismiss filed by the defendants. The city and the county each had their own motions to dismiss. And he appealed it to the appellate court, and the dismissal was affirmed. So big brain Chili Decastro went down to Nevada for reasons unknown and refiled essentially the same case against the city of Ironton, the county of whatever, and the individual police officers and sheriff's deputies, etc., from Ohio. The Ohio defendants filed motions to dismiss based on various grounds, one of which was improper venue, right? And they gave an alternative for the district court on that motion to dismiss for venue. They had a motion to dismiss for a lot of things, res judicata, etc. But one of the reasons for the dismissal they were requesting was improper venue. And they gave the alternative, either dismiss it for improper venue or transfer it to the Western District or the Southern District of Ohio, the Western Circuit, or Western, not Circuit, Western Division of the Southern District, something like that. I could have that wrong, but it doesn't really matter. It is a fact that doesn't really matter. The important fact is they gave the court the option to transfer it to the Southern District of Ohio. Chili didn't oppose that. He said, if you're going to, instead of dismissing it, I would prefer to have it transferred because Chili wants to maintain the clown show. So recently, I think in September or October, I think that Nevada lawsuit was transferred to the Southern District of Ohio. And shockingly enough, the Southern District of Ohio said, you know what, this case is related to the previous case, so we're going to transfer the case to the judge on that previous case. Where have we seen that before? Well, we just saw it in Abrams, Decastro versus Abrams. So Chili is rapidly developing a history of filing these lawsuits multiple times and having them sent to the same judge that heard the original lawsuit, because that's what's supposed to happen. So now, fast forward in December, apparently warrants issued for his arrest for what he was doing in Oklahoma, and he's filed a lawsuit in California against a city in Oklahoma and various police officers in Oklahoma in California. And it's just, people are talking about the younger abstention doctrine and all that fun stuff. And yeah, that is going to come up because he's actually asking the Western District of California to rule on the probable cause for an Oklahoma state issue, which is precisely what Younger Younger doctrine was established to prohibit. I mean, he's essentially asking the federal district court to decide whether or not the state can prosecute him under state law. And that's precisely what Younger was designed to prohibit. But what is more likely to happen, assuming that he effects service, is the case will get transferred to the District of Oklahoma. I mean, that's just almost a certainty. Almost a certainty. Now, in theory, the Western District of California judge can dismiss it on lots of grounds, but judges and courts of appeals tend to take the easy way out. That's just what they do. This one is certain, so I'm going to rule on this one, and then I don't have to reach anything else because this one is certain, and because I'm on solid grounds. I'm not going to get overturned or anything on this ground. I'm just going to deal with it on this ground and ignore the rest. So Merbstradamus is going to predict that either the case gets dismissed with options to Chile to refile in Oklahoma, or it's going to get transferred to Oklahoma. It's going to be one of those two things. And once it gets to Oklahoma, depending on what ChatGPT spits out for a new complaint, or if he keeps the same complaint when it's transferred, then we're going to deal with the abstention doctrine. That is a fine-looking attorney that just walked past me. I am still male, even though I have children. So, I mean, it's just a failed proposition for Chile. But then again, this is, how many lawsuits has Chile won? I mean, he's filed a lot, and he's been certain every time that, he's got a good case. I guess ChatGPT's told him he has a good case. And how many has he won to date? Like, of all the federal 1983 lawsuits he's filed, I don't think he's won any of them. Even the ones he's filed on behalf of other people or prepared for other people, like that guy down in Arizona, I think. Like, that guy's got dismissed, I think, didn't it? Or wait, maybe he ended up with it got dismissed with option to refile, and then he refiled it, and maybe he got something out of it. I don't remember, but I don't think Chile's won any. And as an attorney, every lawsuit that I do, every lawsuit I'm involved in, I have learned something from. And I've been doing this I'm a first-year family law attorney, but I've been doing this for, 8 years now? Getting close to 8 years. And, yeah, I think I got employed as an attorney in, March of 2018. So we're almost at 8 years now. And I don't know everything. I still learn all the time. And I have a lot more lawsuits under my belt than Chile does. But he hasn't learned anything. I don't think he's learned anything yet. He just takes failure after failure after failure, but he does the same thing over and over and over again. And I think there is a word that describes that kind of behavior, where you do the same thing over and over and over again, but expect a different outcome each time. Anyway, good luck to you, Chile. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.